All right. Okay. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to week 8 of the quarantine sessions. This is our first live stream for the week. Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. Today we're going to be taking requests. So if you have anything you want to hear, please let me know in the chat, and I'll see if I can play it for you. But in the meantime, I'll prepare for today's set by singing a couple original tunes for you. This first one is off of my latest. This is called Baltimore. The TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. They tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. The lucky ones sweat out the city jail. The others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood red trail through Baltimore. Can you hear your children crying? Baltimore. Can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. The jail van skids through these poor man's streets. We just let them have their fun. His hands are tied, his body's loose against this floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. Head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. The names are stapled to our chests. We won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear your city crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear your country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right. Thanks again very much for tuning in. We're gonna keep the music going. I'm gonna play a couple songs of my first record, the only full-length record that I have before and after. This first one is called "It Was Never You." Did you ever really move on when she said goodbye? I can see you sitting home alone, the tears still flooding your eyes. 18 months, that's all it was, that you held her in your arms. love was young, but then she tore it all apart. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for. She could never do. She needed something more. You can't believe it's true, but it was never you. 18 years they say is young to know exactly where you belong. She made her choices out of fear from what her daddy said was wrong. But she could never settle for what someone else thinks is right. She has to find out on her own. It took too long to realize, and I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for. She could never do. She needed something more. You can't believe it's true. It was never you. Oh, you're a good man, faithful, every morning like the sun. So why would she let everything just come undone? She grew up and she said you could never be the one. You can't believe it's true. Oh, it was never you she was longing for. She could never do. She needed something more. You can't believe it's true. It was never you. It was never you. Oh, it was never you. Never you. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. Hello, Keith. Thanks for joining. We're gonna keep the stuff moving. Switch guitars for a sec. And I am taking requests today, so if you have anything you want to hear, please feel free to let me know in the chat. In the meantime, I'll continue doing some stuff off my first record. This next one is called A Strong Man Can. There we go. You broke my heart and tossed it away for somebody new. and sweet talking ways, and here I thought you were here to stay. So what went wrong, or do I just not see? Was I not enough for you to be pleased? Were you just tired of the same old me? What does it matter now? I'm clinging to your picture, a dream of holding you. I wake up cold and empty, continue sad and blue. I've done my share of crying, I've done my share of holding out. Tonight I'm moving on, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. Wearing my tie and some nice cologne, I walk out that door, my will like stone. I spent enough of my time alone. I gotta shake this feeling of dread spinning around inside my head. It makes me sick, I feel like I'm dead. I wanna feel alive, I must pick up the pieces that was my shattered heart. It's gonna take forever, so I'd better start. I'll put it back together, and by the time I'm whole again, I'll be over you. Gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. I see her looking at me when all is said and done. I look into her sapphires. Tonight she is the one. We've done our share of crying, we've done our share of holding out. Tonight we're moving on. Tonight we're moving on. I gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. Whoa, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. I gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, thanks again. I'm going to do another song I don't really play out all that much, at least not anymore. Let me just make sure everything is good for the guitar here. take a walk with me. I'll show you who I am. You see, life's been low, but I have a plan. I know you got something that you can prove, but if you want to survive, you gotta make your move. I'm an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy, and I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. You see, life's too short just to take things slow. Well, most will say otherwise, but little do they know they got it all wrong. To get the most out of life, you gotta grab it by the horns and take it for a ride. I'm an anti-man, animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. I am a creature of dominance, better than any man has ever been. I don't care who's below me, as long as I win. I love to break hearts and souls, shatter in many a broken man's world. They can't touch me because I have their girl. Yes, women love me, then they hate me again. 'Cause I'm all body, no soul, like a real man. I make enemies everywhere I go. By the time I'm done, I'll be up to 1,000,000 or so. I am an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. Wrong again, I am the anti-man, animal fused into the body of a boy. I will turn you into my toy. I am the anti-man. All right, so that's another one off my first record. That was Anti-Man, and we'll keep the trend going. With Chasing Her Dream coming next. She takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, a constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. She's chasing her dream. her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She packs her bags and she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eyes on her as she spins around. But he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. Late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. A sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. What it will lead. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. All right, thanks very much. And thanks again for tuning in today. We're 8 weeks into this series and into this strange period of time. And for some of us, it's hitting a little harder than others. Some of us are taking this opportunity to get things done that maybe you didn't have a chance to before. But now that you've got time on your hands, you're able to be more productive than you ever were. And on the other hand, some of us are just trying to get through this with our sanity intact. This song comes from the point of view of those people. This is called Ember. can't sleep tonight. There's 1,000 fireflies. Tomorrow fears it might. Glowing yellow stain my eyes. It occurs to me, more so than I wish to say, the pain of which I sing, built up longer than today. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. I work through the day. In the moments I ignore, I collect my pay, but I won't return for more. With my inner strife, on this filter system too, I can't live my life at a wall I can't break through. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. When the moon is new, or the cover clouds my stay, that's when I must escape. There's only so much I can take. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. But I can't move tonight. All right, thanks again. the good old days when life was big and wonderful, and love was just a silly game for two. We could run, play, and spend our hours together with no one else around but me and you. But I still see your silhouette beneath the fog of the window of the quarterback's car. My broken heart could only watch as he took you and branded you your first lover's scar. Now it's all these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. Do you ever think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? Now when he came along, he swept me off my feet. I should have known the trouble he would lead me in. We would talk for a little while, then he'd just sit back and smile. A sweet talker's words can crawl under my skin. Then one night I let it happen. I had known what I had done. Behind your back, right in front of you, we couldn't last too long. Do you ever think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? I can't count the times that I have said I'm sorry to you in my mind, but I never got the chance to say I love you. Just one time. Now it's all these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. 'Cause I always think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, and our evenings at the cafe Watershed. And I remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, and all the endless nights just talking on my bed. I love you and I miss you. I still think of you. Do you ever think of me? All right, let's keep it rolling right along here. I see you dancing there. There's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me, and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in, and so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathing in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me. Let it run free, there is no shame. Feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive. Feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, but now just let it flow from your depths into mine. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in, and so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathing in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance, to the soundtrack of your life. So you know, if the tension ever grows, then come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, but breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thanks again. I'm going to do a couple of new songs for you, a couple of newer stuff. Just give me a second to tune this thing. All right. I've done this song on a couple of live streams before. This is called Forever With You. It's a newer track that I'm writing for the new record that I'm working on. I've been workshopping it for the past couple of months to get it to where I want to, and I'm still not quite there yet. But it is getting there. treasure lies beneath us, in the comfort of this rollaway bed. The squeaking wheels don't deter you, seeking out whatever lies ahead. You see a child reaching out to his father's rested arms. She says a million words through her brown eyes. A smile creaks through the cheekbones. He picks you up and holds you. He's forever with you. A soul that cries out silently in the worry of this hospital bed. Your tightest bonds are broken, and worry fills whatever lies ahead. A sister's voice is speaking, lost within a sinkhole. Hands are reaching out with one more breath. Tender lives that fade away, but passions never die. She's forever with you. Alone and awfully certain, atop a mountain, no one by your side. Cathedral city towers, a howling wind will break you in your stride. And so you stretch your hands out to the God who made them. An open cry will drain your poisoned soul, the waking of your spirit, mysterious and broken. Say a prayer and they're forever with you. All right, we'll keep moving with the new stuff. I'm just going to switch guitars real quick. This is another one I'm workshopping. This one is a little bit closer to finished than the previous one. I brought it out early in the quarantine sessions for these live streams, and I've done a little bit of work on it since then. This is Uptown Shell. Towers and streets, they never spare a passing glance at a cold, mangled body in threadbare rags. Calloused hands, hefty bags on the bloodshot eyes. Concrete wrist, the sidewalk's my bed tonight, so be polite. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell, everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests, but there is no place to rest for an uptown chill. Day after day, held by the poison in my hand, stumbling through, hold down a job as long as I can. The choices I made leave me searching for a reason and rhyme. Where it went wrong, I wonder as I bide my time. It's all that's mine. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shill. Though I'm drunk and I can't pay, I still have hope it can get better someday. Buildings shine in the heat of the sun. If you survive the day, you have won. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. No place for an uptown shell. All right, thanks again. Now this next one is not as much new as it is unreleased. I recorded this song for the record Breathe, but I ended up taking it out because I didn't think it was quite ready yet. The song had a bit of a political message, pseudo-political, and it was not really relevant anymore at the time, but now it is again. Or at least I believe it is. So I'll give this one a shot and see if I can workshop it to make it a little bit better as time goes on. This is called The Finish Line. Money gives the orders high, officials blind and pockets lined. They either don't see or they just don't care. Everybody knows their names, they run the race on that alone. The light turns green and they're halfway there. They pick the winner, 'cause nobody else really matters here. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race we're here to run. Beyond the tape, then we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Once the celebration ends, the trophy's handed to the strong, and litter lines the decrepit streets. But that is where the work begins. Heroes work behind the scenes, sweeper's line as the cameras flee. Don't give us the trouble of saying we don't really matter here. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're here to run beyond the tape, and we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. We are the cleaners, the drivers, street sweepers who clean up the guns. We are the rebels, the fighters, crusaders and fathers and mothers, the daughters and sons. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're here to run beyond the tape, and we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Just past the finish line. All right. So that song's going to get workshopped. I don't think it's going to see the light of day on this next album I'm working on, just because it doesn't fit in with the theme. But I do want to release it at some point. Maybe I'll just release it as a single or a Patreon exclusive. By the way, if you want to, support me and other artists during this difficult time, Patreon is a good place to go. I've noticed a lot of folk singers that I really enjoy who have started their own Patreon page as a result of everything that's been going on. I've noticed Grace Morrison, who's from Boston, Beth Wood from Oregon. Ellis Paul started his right before all of this started, and from what I've seen, they've been doing pretty well. So certainly look to see if your favorite artist has a Patreon. Mine is right up here, patreon.com/Kyle Hincherick. I have a lot to offer over there. I'm going to play 3 more songs for you, and then I'm going to close up. Thanks very much for tuning in and sticking around. This is another new song. This is called I Saw My Child. I saw my child in the clearing in the rain, so clear and yet so dark. Despite the storm that creeps from the distances, he flies like a meadowlark. The eagle soars, the thunder roars. I saw my child as innocence blinds him, and lightning takes its mark. I saw my child as he willingly fell in the arms of a docile beast. A gentle smile betrays the hunger, and sharpened swords on his teeth. Generations poor have let this monster roar. I saw my child as he woke from its slumber. Into his flesh it sings. I saw my child as he raised his hand, asking for peace and for love. The guard, he laughs and orders his men to stone, to shame and to shove. Broken and resigned, he gets back in line. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. All right, well, it was bound to happen at some point, and it looks like we're having bitrate issues late into the show, which is good, pretty good considering my track record and what it's always been. But it's good that it's happening towards the end of the stream at least. But we'll keep going here. This is Lucky Man. White wedding dress, all beauty and no mess. She says the magic words. She takes you by the hand. There's joy in her eyes again. She looks into yours. From a distance I can see, though I wish the man was me, but you're the lucky man, that you can call her yours. You're the lucky man, to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man, to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. Long ago, or so it seems, she was the woman of my dreams, beautiful and kind. My dreams were wasted in the end. We never became more than friends, didn't have the guts to try. So fate never gave me a chance. So with you tonight she'll dance, 'cause you're the lucky man, to glide her across the floor. You're the lucky man, to kiss her in the morning. You're the lucky man, to tell her that you love her every day, or so I pray. 'Cause you're the lucky man, when you kiss your bride, the puzzle pieces fall into place. Before you can turn around, I've already left the church with a smile on my face. You're the lucky man. I won't disturb your home. You're the lucky man. I'll be okay on my own. You're the lucky man. Just treat her right and tell her how you feel, 'cause this is real. You're the lucky man, but you can call her yours. You're the lucky man to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess that you're the lucky man. You're the lucky man. All right. Well, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to play one more song for you. Thanks again very, very much. Once again, in case you're new here, my name is Kyle Hancherek. You can find me over here on Facebook on facebook.com/Kyle Hancherek Music, on Patreon, patreon.com/Kyle Hancherek. And if you want to leave a one-time tip, you can leave it on my PayPal link right down here. Thanks again very much for tuning in. I'm going to close out with How You Say Goodbye. Thanks again. We're going to be doing this again live on my Facebook channel over here. So I hope you can tune in for that. We're going to be doing that on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see you then, and hope to see you elsewhere as well. Thanks again very much, everyone. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures the temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes in a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. The swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I said goodbye. All right, thanks again. I'm glad you could join us today. And make sure, see if you can come back again with us on Thursday. Again, like today, I'll be taking requests if you have them. I'll be back again on Thursday on Facebook, and I'll also be doing a short stream on Friday on Instagram as well. And we'll be back here again on YouTube on Monday the 11th, if I remember correctly. Is that the correct date? It's next Monday. It's next Monday, I know that for sure. Yeah, it's the 11th. 11th, same time, 3:30 p.m. So I hope you can join us for one of those live streams at least. Until then, I'm going to close up shop here. Thanks very much for coming out and sticking around, and I hope to see you again next time. Peace and love, you guys.